Sandra Day O'Connor is a modern-day Renaissance woman.
Growing up on the Lazy Bee Ranch in Arizona, she could brand cattle, drive a tractor, fire a rifle with accuracy, well before she reached her teens.
Not many people are privileged to grow up on a ranch as I did. It was just a wonderful life. My father had wanted to go to Stanford, and it turned out he didn't get to go because of ranch work. He had to stay and do that, so he never got to achieve his goal, and it probably is why it became my goal. Stanford was marvelous. I loved it. And law school.
When Justice O'Connor graduated law school, opportunities for women in the law were few and far between.
Oh, I couldn't get a job offer. I really couldn't. The law firms had never hired a woman, and they weren't about to, and they didn't care that I had a good record at Stanford. That was immaterial. They just didn't hire women. The only offer I really got was in the county attorney's office in San Mateo County, California. And I ended up running for the legislature in Arizona and having a position in the legislature.
Sandra O'Connor has been a daughter, wife, and mother, and she brought those identities to the bar, the State House, and ultimately the bench.
I was the first woman chosen to be a justice on the United States Supreme Court. It took 191 years for that to happen, from the start of our effective Constitution. That's a long time to wait. But thank goodness the barrier was broken. It was a very great honor, but it was quite a responsibility, because if I didn't do the job well enough, it might take more than 191 years to get the next woman on the court.
In recent times, there hasn't been a more important justice. Justice O'Connor had this kind of swing position on the court. Maybe there were 4 people on one side and there were 4 people on the other side, and it was really Justice O'Connor who cast the deciding vote. But the only reason it worked, and it really worked well, was because Justice O'Connor was such an extraordinary judge and such a wise judge. And as a result, for all the years that she was on the court, the law really moved in a very steady and a very stable direction.
Since 2008, we've been convening to get women judges in all the countries and areas of the world together in an effort to increase the access to justice for women in all parts of the world. It really helps if women are also accepted as judges, as legislators, as participants in all the branches of every country's governance. And that's what we're working to achieve. I started this iCivics program to teach young people the concept of being involved in helping government reach decisions. I'm very proud of the fact that it has spread so widely among the states, and that the young people who use it like it.
Justice Breyer once wrote, "Sandra has a special talent, perhaps a gene, for lighting up the room she enters, for restoring good humor in the presence of strong disagreement, for producing constructive results, and for reminding those at odds today that tomorrow is another day." Justice O'Connor has inspired me time and again by her example.
I think all the time what it must have been like for her, and how hard it must have been, and how she made it look altogether easy, kind of the Joe DiMaggio of Supreme Court justices, and that's an inspiration to me.
She is accomplished, caring, and generous. That is the person I know, and that is a person I so admire.